In case anybody's listening and is wondering, the layout is the hardest thing to remember to update. And you always forget the really little things all the time. It's horribly painful, but it's fine. Someone will remember how many wins and losses everyone's on. So Piotr starts. It is alternating starts, in case anyone's wondering. So it's alternating starts all the way until the final game, where if they're tied, then it goes by red. I've never played in best. My mum played in best once. I think she lost in the first round. Piotr's rack is looking quite lumpy. But he does have scoring tiles. And scoring tiles are good. They are never bad.
And especially on the starting move, I mean, having some 4-point tiles will help him score on the double letter with the double word.
Yeah, even better, he's lined up Plumy now. Plumy is much better, doesn't have any front hooks. Yeah. I've always had
like a best.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but my opponents always open up with 5-letter words and score 30 points. And I'm questioning why I can only open up with 4-letter words all the time.
Well, the thing about 4-letter words is you're not really turning over enough, and adding the additional tile to the 3-letter word usually does not add that many points. You know, it's probably an extra 4 to 5 points, but it's that 5th letter that makes the difference. It touches the double letter, and it's doubled again on the double word.
But Piotr goes for lumpy here. Maybe he just wasn't sure of Plumy.
Probably, but anyway, he's getting rewarded.
Yeah.
Oh, look what he just drew.
He's got some acetone.
Yeah.
Get rid of that nail varnish.
Change 6.
And he could play elongate as well. Never mind.
And he could play nematode.
Yeah.
I think David Webb has just exchanged here, and I cannot blame him. His only vowel was a U, there was only a U on the board, and it was probably just going to get uglier.
Was Murky playable? Did he have Murky?
I don't remember. I'm too far away from the racks to actually be able to see that. But yeah, it was possible he could have had a 5-letter word onto the Y, and that probably would have been the best scoring option. But it's possible in the long term that playing a 5-letter word onto the Y wasn't the best. Oh, Neonate was lined up. Oh no, we've got...
Bonaparte.
Ooh.
Nice. Is that the only double? Yes, it is.
Yep.
The only other word through the P is antelope. And the really interesting choice here is that if he played anything else like antelope, Piotr will be able. I mean, David will be able to reply with Haridan through the A. Yeah, so not floating the A actually rewards him in this case.
It's like sticking 2 boys' names together, Harry and Dan.
Oh gosh,
Harry Dan.
He just drew Tisane with an S.
No, that's not allowed, is it?
Oh, that's so wrong.
This is where Piotr stages his comeback and scores the equalizer.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we say this like the game is already decided, and we just had the National Scrabble Championships where Harshan Lamabadisuria opened with 4 back-to-back bonuses and still lost. So the game is nowhere near over yet.
Yeah, it's just too early to say anything, yeah?
Oh, yeah. But But David Webb is 118 points behind. And somehow he's got to find a play that scores, and there isn't much. Apart from maybe Ra, but that's like 20 points. $22 points for Ra, and it's just ugly now. He must be trying to find something better than Ra, and there probably isn't anything.
Yeah, it's quite hard to score.
His eyebrows are raised, his finger is pointed at his face. Maybe his finger's like giving him electric shock, like, come on, brain, work!
20.
Okay, he's played Ra there.
That's quite dangerous actually. I mean,
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, column M is very dangerous now because if he has any like X, it's going to be quite deadly.
Well, any high-scoring consonants as well. CH is quite an easy two-letter word to hook a vowel after.
Yeah.
And you A, E, I, the three most common vowels in Scrabble.
Yeah, totally not a good idea.
In fairness, though, David Webb does need to score points, and but Piotr is going to bonus here, and it does. Well, theoretically, David Webb would have some points come back, but I don't know how many points he'll be able to come back now after this.
Oh, interesting choice there, Antithesis. It still keeps the board really open, even though he's already 190 ahead. He could actually close up the board with his bingo. Like he could have gone for Asiento at row 5.
I think at this point with two bonuses on the board, I think it's hard to be defensive. Lumpy is really open. You've got the front hooks. I think there's like 4 front hooks for Lumpy. You've got Clumpy, Glumpy, Plumpy, and Slumpy.
Yeah, I mean you
Try
don't
saying
really have
that 4 times.
You don't have to block it completely, but if you play something like Asiento, any bingo that's going vertically in front of Lumpy would have a harder time fitting in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Piotr has Sesvi. Our life is finally complete. We will hopefully finally see that 5-letter word played. But in the meantime, David's got crap.
Drawing doubles, as usual. Useful in poker, but not in Scrabble.
And, I find it hard to see him not playing grind here. There really is nothing else. I mean, at least that I can see. And I'm not seeing much.
Yeah, he's probably playing grind.
He's playing Gerd. He played Glumpy. That's actually really defensive, and I don't like that. That's just that. David Webb doesn't need to be this defensive at this point of the game. He's taken out like 3 bonus lanes.
Or he's challenging himself to find 9. You never know.
Yeah, I just don't think that's good. Not only are you taking out the front hooks for Lumpy, you've taken out the lanes above and below Lumpy. You've taken out both the 7 lanes that Entersys gave. What does this do to benefit you? And please tell me nothing. Because I just don't see...
I mean, he's doing something like to destroy the scoring potential from the E of Entersys, because he sees that...
You could always just do grind there.
Well, grind opens up quite a lot.
You have to open the board up, though. You're 150 points behind. Gund destroys the board to the point where there are now no 7 bonus lanes. And
they can look for 8s and 9s.
Yeah, but 8s and 9s are 60, 70 points. 7s can get you 80, maybe, if you're lucky, but I don't like I don't like what Gurn did. I don't think it was right.
Yes, now that I look at it, it's quite blocky indeed.
Yeah. Thank you for agreeing with me, finally. I don't think we're going to see Sesvi now. I'm so sad. You know, if Sesvi fitted down beside Ra, we would be in heaven right now. But
Oh. You could play If Only, then you play rearrange it.
no, that would be Clabbers. If Only is something else.
Oh, sorry, mixed it up.
You can't. You mixed up Clabbers and If Only. That's like pun central. So Piotr's gone for Z.
37.
Of course, M front hook, but that's not a risk.
Oh my gosh, now there's wizardry through Z and R.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's magical.
Wow.
That's so magical.
Yes. And it's so wordy. I mean, wordy plays along column M as well.
Yeah. I don't think I would have gone for Z in the end, but Z was probably the most obvious. How is he playing Dowry?
Dowry! Oh gosh. Oh
he is
gosh.
just missing things now. It's not that hard to see wordy, seriously.
You need some magic, some wizardry.
He probably needs some glasses. He can borrow mine if he wants.
Does one see Dowry and not consider Rowdy together with Wordy?
I think we're talking, 8 extra points here.
Yeah.
I mean, not that that's probably going to make a difference in the end, but it's this kind of board vision or ability to actually think that can really destroy your chances in a game. Yeah. Oh wait, Piotr drew the M. He's getting all the luck this game.
Yep, totally.
Hashtag luckbox.
36.
Gutham should never have left.
Although I'm not sure how Piotr's rack will turn out now. I mean, he chose to keep Q together with V.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is about playing Cam now, he needs to play Cam now. David Webb is not going to block that, because he can't block that. Not without doing something stupid.
Yeah.
And, it's the last M. You're holding the Q. There's no sometimes when you've got a good score somewhere and you know that your opponent is in no way going to block it, you are allowed to keep a letter specifically to try and sort out the rest of your rack.
Yeah, totally. I mean, he could have played QUA, just keep things simple.
Because you never know, if you get rid of the Q now, he could draw something amazing with what was left.
Yeah.
Just by getting rid of the Q for 23 points, sure, he's leaving 5 tiles. It might not be the best thing in the world, but you're talking getting rid of the Q, and of course you're leaving CMV now on your rack, which isn't pretty, but at the same time that's better than leaving a Q. Even though there are 3 U's left and the U on the board is still open. And the board is really, really blocked to the point where nothing is possible. And truly, I'm not sure what is possible now. It's that bad. David Webb looks fed up now. And you know what, David? It's your fault you played Gurnd. You did this to yourself.
Well, now he just has to look for 8s and 9s, I guess. It's tiring.
Yeah, with his rack, there are 5 8s. L, M, P, S, and M. So L, M, P, S. And I don't see any of those.
He blocked the L earlier on?
Yeah, So if he played grind instead, he would have Amphelia through the L. So he can only. I think Gurnd has been what has destroyed this board now to the point where Piotr is just going to control it. I think from what I remember of Piotr's game, he knows how to play defense enough to not really.
I think he's trying to keep things neat, like literally.
I don't know what neat does. I do like Speedy Player's suggestion of Hazer though. That does create another 7 lane and it scores points.
Yeah, that's quite a decent score on this board. Yeah.
Yeah,
It really does nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what it does. You're getting rid of the E, you're keeping the H. Like, I'm just so confused now.
Yeah, and his frag isn't getting any neater unless he draws like ERS. Seriously.
Piotr quickly plays Toke. I'm not going to argue with that. It's just a couple more floaters. I mean, the T. There's already a T open. That T isn't really meaning anything. The O is a bit like, oh, it's an O. Who cares? So yeah, he's got rid of the Q, and you know what? He has drawn a U. Let us applaud him for proving the old Scrabble adage right. David Webb has not drawn his bonus that he wanted from his less than desirable Rackleaf.
I'm not sure what he's up to now. Like, he just goes for foin? Seriously?
He needs a 9 timer now. That's what he needs. He just needs a 9 timer, and that's not going to happen.
And I don't see how that's going to happen if he keeps AHI. Seriously.
Yeah, you can't keep a fish and fish.
I mean, if he dangles an A, like Ohaya, it's way better. I mean, ATE words are plenty. Yeah. Oh, he just has to block it, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you need 9 timers to win a game, all you essentially do at this point is block. And so Piotr's aims basically right now: play a lot of tiles and block the board. That's it. That's all he has to think about.
38. 330 to 1.
And yeah, David Webb challenges Unriven.
That is pretty strange.
Sorry, 330.
Yeah.
To 127.
Yeah, Unriven.
Yeah.
Unriven is quite a common word as well. I can hear my own echo in my head, and that's even worse than listening to my own voice. That's quite... But yeah, Unriven is one of those higher probability words. Of course, it's got V and U in it and duplicate ends. But I think it should be one that David should know. But yeah, the 5 points. Piotr's not going to complain about that. I mean, he's played 6 tiles. He's emptying the bag quicker. He's blocked the N. What else could he really want from that play? He's left the K. He's got scoring potential now, and he's drawn the J, and the X. So that's even less scoring potential that David Webb can have on him. And he's got like a 50-point play with EX now, so it's getting like really bad for David Webb now.
Yeah, I'm expecting Peter to cross 500 anytime. Seriously.
Yeah, and David Webb is like, if he could, play If Only now, I'm sure he would. Because that is like the only way he can catch up is if he plays a bonus through the T of neat. Turning over 1 tile, pretending it's a blank. And doing all that magical stuff that can only happen in the game of If Only. And if you haven't played If Only, I recommend that you do, because it's a ton of fun.
I'm not sure what he's doing right now. He's playing Achieve for face value.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that Achieve really does is help Piotr achieve his goals. It only helps Piotr do.
Yeah, Jukes. Jeux.
Oh my god, that. Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's 70 points. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's horror.
I mean, I know in Best you used to be able to resign. I don't know whether that's possible anymore. But I'm sure after this next move, if David Webb could still resign, he would resign right here.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
this game is going from bad to worse, and I think he's not also helped himself here. He probably didn't have that much of a chance at winning anyway. But
Yeah, but I would rather him phony than help Peter to score more right now.
yeah,
Oh
Craig's
gosh.
just let us know that there is no resigning in best anymore, which completely makes sense. But like I said, David Webb's not helped himself by dropping points and missing Wordy. Gurnd, I don't know what the point of Gurnd was. It just didn't do what he needed to do at that point. Achieve is that's like giving up right now. That's like saying, can we just get this game over with faster, please? I'll just play on my tiles. You just do what you want. Piotr has only seen Duke. No, Piotr. Use the X as well. Use the X.
Keeping the X for later on, because if you play Duke now, it's still quite a good score, I guess.
Yeah.
It's, how much is that? 50 points, right?
Yeah. So if it's 50 versus 70.
I mean, if he sacrifices 20 now, he could get 50 on the next turn. Yeah, it could work out.
Yeah, but then it's 50 plus 50 versus 70 plus 30. I don't think there's probably much difference between them anyway. I would think you actually get more points on average than Duke does. But that's probably just because, banking the points now is a lot better than hoping you bank the points later.
True.
And I can't. I mean, I'm sure the difference is really minimal anyway, but if you've got more potential to score and even bonus by playing both the J and the X in one go. Oh my god, David drew a blank.
Yeah, but he has only one bingo on his rack and it doesn't play. So he should probably.
That was probably his fault again.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say everything in this game is David Webb's fault.
I just hope he plays jobbing right now to cross 200. I mean, he's not even 150 yet.
Yeah, and there's only 28 tiles in the bag, and
yeah.
I don't think there's anything worse for a top division player than to not hit 200 in a game.
Or at least 300 for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, 300 is more respectable, but to not hit 250, that would be painful. I've made the same player score under 200 twice in a rated game, and I felt terrible about it. And I love making my opponents feel pain while they play. Just mental pain about all the not being able to do things. But making your opponent score under 200 is just... it feels bad to make them so horrible.
14.
But it's actually quite high level, I mean, how do you stop someone from scoring above 200? Even if you go all out blocking, 300 should not be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're talking about top division players here. I don't know what does Bubo do? I don't know what does it do? I mean, you're not opening anything. What does it? What is he even doing anymore? I'm not even sure. I know. And this guy's supposed to be a grandmaster.
52.
I'm excited. Like I can't wait to see some triple pop out of nowhere now.
Yeah, I mean, he must be hoping that he gets like a triple through the J, and I don't even know how many triples there are through this J. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, J, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, he's gonna need something as crazy as Zanjeros or something like that just to fit the J there.
There are 62 9-timers with the J in 4th position. Only 62! I don't know if that's more or less than I was expecting.
Oh gosh, and Peter doesn't really need to try because he has drawn yet another bingo, if I'm not wrong.
Oh no.
Oh well, teleport.
It probably doesn't go down, does it?
Yeah.
But, it's not really about Piotr playing bingos at this point. It's literally just about making sure David Webb somehow doesn't win.
Yep.
I mean, his chance of winning is probably 0.
No, but in this kind of a game like Best, it's about affecting the opponent's morale as well. I mean, if you make him feel like the opponent is very strong, then he might just
Yeah.
give up all of a sudden.
Yeah. I love it when I hear my opponents swear over the board. Like, just at the way I'm playing. Like, I know that I've gotten into their head, and it makes them more likely to miss things as well. You know, they're just so annoyed that they can't play what they want to play or how they want to play that they're probably missing a lot of good things as well.
Indeed.
So there is something to say about the defensive game, but it's more psychological than anything else. And these two guys are top players, and they shouldn't be affected by, you know, any defensive games or this kind of scoreline. But, you know, I don't know what goes on in their heads. You know, for all I know, they could beat themselves up so bad. But I have no idea.
I have no idea what's going on in David's mind right now, but
I don't even
perhaps
think-
because
It's so weird.
yeah, maybe because Best doesn't really look at the spread, so he's going all out just to give Peter, you know, a good game for fun.
You know, Piotr could probably set like a new record here. You know, another
Yeah.
800 plus game, just for the fun of it.
Definitely.
But David's rack. I mean, he has 3 8s. None of them play,
Cool.
sadly.
Did you say David's rack has 3 8s?
Yeah, indigoid, iodizing, and iodizing.
Wow. Oh, that's hard to spot.
But obviously the floaters aren't there for it. I think he just changed 4, and that is, you know, at this point you. Oh no, he didn't. He played Jalop. No,
No, he exchanged.
he exchanged. Exchanging is probably the best thing that he could do, because you want to keep those tiles in the bag, but at the same time, the game is over. Like, there is nothing more that could come from this game other than more head pain.
Okay, will he draw bingo now? Yes, fiddle after some fiddling.
I mean, maybe he'll actually break 200.
Oh well, yeah, looks like he will.
That's probably a relief. There's nothing more embarrassing than not being able to hit them. Yeah, he's gonna play fiddles or deadlift.
Whoa, deadlift is a difficult find.
Oh yeah, unless you like watching World's Strongest Man, you might not know what a deadlift is.
Hmm.
I'm guessing you don't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents love World's Strongest Man. Like
Is
every
it about-
Christmas,
is it-
every Christmas they show it on TV.
Is it about lifting?
No, World's Strongest Man is about deadlifts are about lifting. It's basically, I think, like just a really strong guy like lifting up a car up above their knees and onto their thighs and then putting it down again.
Oh.
Well, David Webb is clearly not anywhere close to being World's Strongest Man, or he would know what a deadlift is.
D.
He looks like he's in some kind of mental anguish right now.
Definitely.
And to be fair, I can't really blame him. I would probably be very, very depressed if I was barely getting over 200.
And it's also very depressing when he plays fiddle just one square above the double word.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he still missed deadlift.
Yes,
So-
and Peter's going to reply with like a 40-point move, 50 points. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wigs. You know, I mean, what else does he really have to do?
Wait, what was the blank? Did he call it a D or S?
Or R.
R, wow.
R would have been a bit weird, but it would have had to be D or S. Doesn't really matter anyway. Oh no! The agony.
Agonize.
The
Wow.
The comeback is on!
No, but it's quite agonizing. Like, where can you play agonize now?
The comeback is no longer on.
You know, I would rather not draw any bingo rather than draw one and have no place to put it. It's quite annoying.
I mean, if we were playing clabbers, he would have a 9 through the S and the T.
Counting.
Well,
But
I mean, with Klebbers, anything is possible.
That is so true.
Just wondering, if he was playing Klebbers, he would have a 10 through DRT.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would probably be better than what I suggested as well. But I don't even think with Clabber's help, David Webb can win this game.
Yeah, no way. I mean, with one tile in the back, he could set things up. You know, just play BO for 4 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna definitely have a lane and the T. I mean, he could go spread saving here, or he could like completely destroy what's left of his brain power and actually think about this. I mean, I really don't see the point of destroying your brain power here, and I'm sure that's kind of the whole idea behind what was once resigning in best. Because you can tire yourself out a lot if you start overthinking things, or thinking when there's no real need to think about things. Like, wasn't there like a World Scrabble Champs final at one point where a player took like 5-10 minutes over where to place their opening move? And in the end, it didn't matter. Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Like,
Usually, I mean, the starting move does not even matter that much.
yeah.
Oh, look at what he just drew. It's so agonizing.
Oh,
Oh,
that's just his luck this game.
wow.
Wait, someone take a screenshot of David Webb's face. Look how upset he is. He's not even showing anything.
Yeah.
How come be more upset? Yeah, Craig's just confirming the game I was thinking of. Pakun had done it with Arius and ended up losing the game because of time pressure. Yeah, and
Arius, as in the satire rack.
satire plus an E, yeah, AERIEST.
Wow, what a joke.
Yeah, and you know, there are times when thinking can be good and times when thinking can be bad. And yeah, it's really important to always be aware of how much time you're using, and you need to be aware of when you know that using more time to think of a move is probably only going to be detrimental to yourself in the end. Because, like,
Indeed.
I mean, the longest I've spent on a move was probably around 10 minutes, and that was the 2012 UK Youth Championships. And I was looking for a 9 timer because somehow I knew there was one there. Turns out there was 2, and it took me 10 minutes to see both of them. And we're talking really easy words that I should have known. And now I can't even remember what I played. I know the one that I could have played that I don't remember, but I can't remember what I actually played. But anyway, you know, oh no, now I do. It's D-Lanes. I played D-Lanes as a 9 timer, and I had the other option of Cleansed, and I spent 10 minutes on that.
Wow.
Which is like terrible, isn't it? You don't spend 10 minutes looking for a 9 timer that's Cleansed or D-Lanes.
Well, I mean, you have to see how it changes the game. I mean, if it wins you the game, you can take as long as you want, even over time, as long as you win. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pretty speedy player anyway. I used to play games in 15 minutes and have.
Oh, same
Oh,
here. Sometimes
I'd always have between 10 and 15 minutes left on my clock. Now I take up to 20 minutes. I think a lot more about my plays, but I know that I've got that liberty that I don't have to worry about the clock so much because I don't go over.
Same here. I'm also a speedy player here. Like usually I have about 10 minutes left on my clock. Yeah.
But at the same time, because we're so young, we're aware that, you know, if we need to spend extra time on certain moves like potential 9 timers or end games, we know that we've got that in us, that we're going to have that at the end. But also, I think we're probably aware that we're not going to spend all that time thinking about words that we've already seen. We're probably just going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, Piotr did break 500 in the end. We're a bit
Yeah.
late on announcing that, but he did break 500.
Well, I mean, that isn't surprising at all.
Yeah, David Webb kind of gave that to him as well.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that David Webb didn't give Piotr an E. I mean, that would have been hilarious. Here's an E, Piotr. Now go out with a bonus. Here, you can hit 600. That's fine.
I think he just yawned.
If it was me, I would be yawning the whole time. I'd probably be having a nap on the table.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
such a game, I mean, there's really not much thinking required. He should conserve his energy right now.
Yeah, he's like, and this is kind of what we mean about overthinking. He's just, he's trying to make sure that David Webb doesn't bonus back, or that David doesn't have a bonus.
Well, at one glance, I think he should already know the anagrams of agonize and agonies. I mean, those are the only two.
Yeah,
and after
it's,
checking that nothing goes through the T, that's
Yeah.
pretty much nothing.
I mean, the easiest thing to do is just not open anything. If you're really not sure, just don't even make something that makes another lane or gives another floater. Just don't do that. Yep.
I'm really not
his
sure.
hands have just done that oh well thing. I mean, what is he even thinking about?
Yeah,
why is
wonder
it
too.
something like trait? TRAIT. I don't think that gives agonies or agonize back. But then he leaves LR, so that would make the game even longer.
Well, he could be Liart, Liart, keeping RT, then he will go out on the next turn.
Even better. And I suppose trail and trial,
Yeah.
do the same thing as well. Because it's just that O in the middle of agonize, agonies, and the fact that Piotr's got T's and L's and the O doesn't go in front of them, just makes it really easy to just play 5 tiles. And I don't know what Piotr's really thinking about. He's playing tit.
Seriously?
Oh no, he's playing tart. Playing tart.
Just to block the T, like I'm
Yeah,
really not sure what he's thinking.
But hasn't he? Isn't there like a 6-letter word beginning with S now that he's just given like 30 points to David Webb now?
Exactly. I think it's
Like-
helping him hit 300 points,
Yeah. Oh no, he's taking it back. He's taking it back. Good.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
keep that there.
Wait. He could play Toket.
No. Tala, what?
Tala, he's running the risk of giving him some high scoring move. Like he could regain Regina.
Nine.
Yeah, but it's probably slightly better than tart.
Well, I mean, if he's sure of the 9s, then he can go ahead.
Yeah.
This happened to me before. Like the opponent tried to block a single letter floater by adding one more letter onto the lane, but it ended up giving me like a 9-letter bingo instead. The word was renovator.
Yeah, don't you just love it when people try to block and they give you more points?
Yeah, it's rather funny.
Well, thank you. Let me just have those extra points, please. I'm sure if it was up to me and you, this game would have been over 5 minutes ago. Just like, yeah, let's have some cake.
Yeah, definitely.
And I suppose it's kind of ingrained into them that they need to think about spread all the time. They need to think about, where they are in standings and things, but at the same time, for a stream, it's pretty terrible that they're keeping us waiting like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are we going to discuss now? We're only discussing like how bad their move choices are now. Like, no, help us.
27.
Help us. Oh wait, Aeons, where did that go? Oh, beside Fiddles, that would be nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So see, even playing off that R wasn't the best thing in the world. And you know what, David?
Trin.
Despite what you're thinking about that, you still missed the best play.
Yeah. So much effort for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing as well. When you're thinking about trying to find the best moves, and you put all this extra thought into it, you still end up missing the best play.
And it's at the upper left hand corner that's not taken at all. It's quite obvious.
Played off Theo and picked up
Yeah, and
last
it-
in the bag.